Hey guys, John Luxley here, back with our blind playthrough of the Talos Principle. So it has been a couple days... how many days? 3? 3 days, I think, since I recorded the last episode. It shouldn't have changed for you guys too much. I try and record these a couple days in advance. That way I can, get one episode out every day. But unfortunately I did have to look up some hints for these. And one I think I'll show you in a second, but I think one I was stupid on. Probably this one. So the hint that I looked up, it was just like, honestly I don't remember the site. It might be a typical gaming site, I don't quite remember. But it was basically like, yeah, start by putting your stuff up there, up here on the top. And that was all it said. And so I realized, well, I got the cube out, right? And I put the cube up there and I used the cube to get up there. And I think at the beginning I was able to turn around and pick the cube up and bring it up to the next step. I don't quite recall. But I think I did that, and I believe that's what you're supposed to do this time. Excuse me. So, that would be my fault. The other one I think I'm going to blame on the devs, and I'll show you why when we get there. Similarly, it's like, start by doing this with a picture. And that was basically the only hint that it gave me. So let's see first, right? Okay, so jump up there, jump up there. Yep, okay. So that's a problem. It's a problem because I think I did it at first and then I forgot. Right? So because I think I got used to not being able to do this, maybe? I don't know. But right, so if I jump off the edge there, I'm kind of screwed. Alright, so I think I put it up here and then I connect it to that and maybe to that as well. Wasn't I supposed to hit something over there also, maybe? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. The kitties were laying down on the mouse earlier, so... Okay, well, we'll try putting it here, because I know I need to get that connector. And then we'll, okay. And obviously I can't get back up there. Why did I need to come... I don't know if I needed to do anything with that. This is what I need. Okay, that's the other one, so I need both connectors for that. I like how it gives you a little cord so you know that it's that one. Can I... Can I just grab the fan? Yes, I can. Well, okay. Whee! Alright, so that's how you get up there now. Handy. And then that's also how you are able to get back in here. Cool. So we grab that, and then we're going to need to... I see. connect that. And then we'll just pick this up. I don't know if we'll need the box. That's going to be a question, so then we'll do this and this and... like so. How do you get the star? The only thing I can think of is maybe use this and then somehow get over there. But who knows? Alright, this is open. Oh, so you do need the cube after all. No problem. Not a problem, we'll just run. Ooh, I'm glad I don't knock that over. That would be bad. Okay. Yeah, see, if you... it's not that they're particularly... some of them are brain scratchers, or head scratchers, or... you know... like, getting the star is like, how do you do that? Like, maybe you get up here somehow. I don't know. I don't think that would actually do anything, but whatever. Okay. Now the other one is also... is this the right one? Armory. Huh. Was that how it was supposed to be before? Because before it was on the side. Well, whatever. So, we have two connectors, we have a beam. We have to basically interrupt the beam. Let's see, so I need the jammer. That was there before, wasn't it? Yes, I think so. Well, we'll figure it out. Oh, was that there the whole time? Alright. Go in here, grab the jammer. Beep, 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 beep. Right. We're gonna jam you. Grab the hexahedron. It's not a box. Alright, and then we're gonna do a little bit of that. Maybe. And... I think we can do it like this. See, I thought I had tried that once before, or maybe I didn't. Maybe it went... I don't know. But that's what you're supposed to do. And that's like... you look at it and you're just like, it would go through... it would go between the legs. So that's what got me stuck. I feel like that's... maybe not the best... you know? Maybe that's kind of a poor use. And then you just grab the fan. And I don't know what we do with the fan, but we'll probably have to do something. Okay. Now what? I don't know. I don't know, but we'll stick it. We'll stick it here. So now is the problem of... this, right? Okay, so you can see that I may... Okay, that's too far forward. Okay. Now, can I see that from here? No. I mean, is there one on the other side? No. I mean, I suppose I could shoot the laser through here to open that. I mean, that I could certainly do. Would it work? I don't know. Maybe we would need to be farther over here. Let's try right there. Right, because I need to be able to hit that, and that, and that. Okay. All right, another piece gotten. Okay. After I pulled my hair out that last episode, that's, I'm glad that's 2 things down. Okay, one more. One more. Any beep beep boop from the computer? No. No, that's just a reflection. Alright, on to this one. On to this one. Requires connectors. Stables. A little statue of something. Red socket, blue force field, or just, force field in general. Stables. Okay. Jammer right there. These little windows and stuff feel like they're going to be important. I'm sure they will be. I'm sure they will be. Alright, jammer. There's the piece. I like how they show you where it is. That's really helpful. Alright. I don't know why, I just want to jump on these things. Okay, next. Connector right here. Another force field, another connector past that. That's helpful. Okay, and this is the exit gate. So now... makes sense so far. And I know there's not going to be boxes or anything like that in this one. Just connectors and jammers. We can... Right, I figure what I'm probably going to have to do is put the connector like over there and then connect in here or something, Well, that's not helpful. Ah, so close. Kind of. Ah, there we are. Alright, running this way. And just walk through some arches. Sorry if it pans really fast. It's kind of... I mean, I suppose I could turn down the mouse sensitivity. Hang on, let me just let me try clicking my mouse button. No, this is the slowest. There's like a little button on the top of my mouse, near the mouse wheel, that... Now here's the question, is how do I get the beam? Okay. How do I get the beam through here and open all 3 doors? Or 2 doors, or however many doors it is? Yeah, but there's a mouse button, or there's a button on top of my mouse that controls the sensitivity and stuff. I feel like I probably need to move the jammer onto the inside. Alternatively... You know, because I need to be able to hit that. So I could probably put it... Oh, maybe not. No. Alright, this is a little bit more of a head scratcher here. So maybe I don't I have 2 connectors. I need to shoot it to here. If I move 1 connector here, I can hit that. And then I can put another one there to open that. And then if I put the jammer on the inside, I can open the first one and then turn it around to the second one. So I guess that's the goal right now. Okay. Then we're gonna do... That should work. I hope. Wait, I'm jamming the... Okay. Must have clicked away from it. Okay. Not too bad. Except I'm stuck now. No, I'm joking, of course. It's a terrible joke, I might add. But this one's done. And the eyeball's back. Okay, let's talk to Satan. By the way, hello again, BitChute. You know, I have a feeling some of the with the offense culture, I was going to call it victim culture, but I'm starting to call it offense culture, or maybe offended culture, because they're not really victims. They're just, mean people that want to... I mean, I don't know the psychology behind it. It's probably like, you know, people want any sort of agency they can, and so you offend them, and they're like, oh, I get to be a dick to you. Or it doesn't even have to be that you offended them, you just say something to them, and then they're like, oh, I'm offended, therefore I get to be mean, or whatever. But yeah, I suspect the content of religion is maybe being suppressed on YouTube, given that it's, you know, like I'm not quite sure where I lie on the political spectrum, probably somewhere in the middle, but I'm not religious. But it seems like religion, or Christianity specifically, is a like conservative thing, and so given the it just seems like I have my suspicions that YouTube is suppressing religious stuff. You know, so just I mean, bear in mind, I'm like a nobody, right? But it's just what I'm seeing, you know, and now that I'm kind of paying attention to the stuff on BitChute and YouTube as well, like just kind of watching the view counts and stuff like that, I'm just like, there's a difference there. Could be because BitChute is a little bit smaller, a little bit more, so maybe I have more visibility there. I don't know. Also, I hate looking at the views. I think it's just well, I could talk about that at length, but I feel like the view or going for views is kind of the wrong reason to be doing this. But now that I'm kind of paying attention a little bit, the discrepancy I feel is maybe related to not only the fact that I'm a nobody, let's say. Talk to me, eyeball. But it wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, I've seen talk about, conservatives and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. Which, like I said, I'm sure some of my values are conservative, just like some of my values are liberal. I don't... But yeah, it seems like a kind of idea, like a civil war of ideas. I don't know, man. There you are. You kept me waiting. I finally put my finger on what was bothering me. It's as if the answers you're providing aren't your ideas at all. As if they're latent, prescribed, pre-scripted, and you're just going through the motions. Does that strike a chord at all? I guess I'd say no. Not really. There's no or it does, but... I'm curious what they mean, like you're brainwashed, or the whole God inscribes his words on your heart or something like that, the Romans or whichever. I don't remember the passage, but let's say no and see what he says. Of course, you've only seen a fraction of the data that I've archived over the generations. Still, ask yourself this: why is it that everyone's so darn sure that 2 + 2 makes 4, yet they can't agree on what they are, what they're doing, or why? Those problems are more complex than mathematics. Mathematics has a more objective truth to it. Perhaps mathematics is real, while those problems are imaginary. I mean, 2 + 2 is basic logic. Yet they can't agree on what they are, what they're doing, or why. And those are far more complex. I'm gonna say this one. Perhaps trying to provide answers to those questions is the anesthetic clever that keeps you down. Pose questions like, what should I do with myself, and what is the world really like, enough, and you start to assume they have answers. That's true. That is a great thing. I'm pretty sure I talked about, like, my philosophy on the purpose of life is to find your own purpose. Because the purpose of life... I mean, sort of... The whole thing about life is it just reproduces. Like, that's it. So anything more, we have to come up with ourselves to find our own reason. I mean, unless you're just happy having kids, and that's enough for you. But I think most people are more... It doesn't satisfy them day to day. You know? I mean, that's kind of the whole thing about religion, right? Like, what is the purpose of life? So maybe they don't have answers. But anyway. Pose questions like, what should I do with myself, and what is the world really like enough? And you start to assume they have answers. But what if that assumption turns out to be false? What if you're just a bunch of information processes? In that case, any attempt to answer the questions will be flawed. Garbage in, garbage out. Well, that's the other thing, right? Do we have free will if we're just chemical processes that have conditioned responses to stimuli? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Perhaps the flaw is in your reasoning instead, or you're right, I made some dangerous presumptions. I have no idea. I mean, what dangerous presumptions did I make? Any of the previous stuff? I have no idea. But we'll say perhaps the flaw is in your reasoning instead. How presumptuous. Still, I take your point. I mean, I wish there was I mean, the problem is we could both be wrong. You know? Like, I'm gonna be honest, I can't really remember all the previous answers that I've made, and the stuff that specifically he's talking about, like what presumptions would I have made that are dangerous. I don't know. Perhaps the flaw is in your reasoning instead. How presumptuous. Still, I take your point. None of the answers make sense, that much is clear. One explanation could be unreliable data input. The other is that there's a flaw in our logic. Perhaps we're just machines endlessly trying to calculate the final digit in pi? You can't use reasoning to conclude that reasoning itself is flawed. Right. That makes sense. It does seem there is much that is beyond our understanding. Right. I mean, philosophy has been going for ages. Everything leads around in impossible circles. You spent half our time reeling off greatest hits of idiot ideas. Now you're telling me you retract all that and agree with me? Hold your horses, I haven't given up on everything. Talking it through has shown me the big questions have no answers. I don't know. Hold your horses, I haven't given up on everything. You've seen how easily your view of the world is manipulated, yet you trust those thoughts that run through your mind. You'll feel differently once you come back from that tower. You must be getting close by now. So you're assuming I've been to the tower. That's interesting. You've seen how easily your view of the world is manipulated. I don't think it is. Has been manipulated. I don't know. Oh, Jesus. I was used to the mouse, and then I'm moving it, and all of a sudden it's like, exit. Yep, okay. No, it's a, where's the little sign? I mean, the one that shows me the... Whatever, we'll go through. Oh, it was right there. Okay. Okay. Those are down. On to 5. 5, 6, and 7 are the one... Wait, am I going the wrong direction? Yes, I am. I don't know. There are different schools of thought, right? There's the people that stick to their guns, that don't change their minds, no matter what information is presented to them. And I think that's wrong. And then there's the people that constantly change their mind based on new information, and that's not... I mean, you have to go based on the best information at the time. So, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I do flip-flop.
Many ages have passed since the first words were spoken in the darkness. Initiate program. Generations of your kind have come and gone since those words. The garden has changed many times. But I remember. I remain. Only within me can you find immortality.
Yeah, that's creepy. That's weird looking. Why is that weird looking? Oh, it's the shadow. I don't know. It's like the lines on the shadows itself. I don't know. It's important to challenge your ideas, but you have to go based off of... You have to go where the evidence leads you. Most people, I think, and I do it myself, I think we all do it when we're not paying attention. We automatically assume we're right, so new information comes in, and it's like we don't want to change our minds. And we're like, oh, that's wrong, and we dismiss it without considering it. Right? It's called selection bias, I think. And realistically, you can't evaluate every single piece of information that comes in. You have to have a bias of some kind, but it doesn't, you know, I guess it's just more important to be open. Alright, partyondudes.eml. From Lubomir Georgiev to blank. The land party at the end of the universe. Yo, I don't know if you folks noticed, but it's the end of the world. There's nothing we can do about it, so instead of sitting around crying, how about we have some fun before we croak? Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's play some video games. It's land party time. 2 days from now, we're all getting together at the old school library. There will be noms, drinks, music, and old school gaming. You're invited. And bring your friends too, especially if they're hot. See you in 3000 BC. Lub lub. Progress Rep 32. From Nadia Sarabhai to Ian Mailing List Progress Report 32. We've gotten to that irritating point where all of the major stuff is in place, and all we have to deal with are a million little things. The main modules are all functioning and interacting with each other correctly. The process is happening more or less as planned. This could actually work, but it's still crude as hell. Some of it's just surface stuff, like the random usernames. Some of it, lost my place there. Some of it's more worrying, various bugs, the fact we haven't run more extensive tests. We've got a lot of polishing to do. With the team down to half the original size, I'm not sure we can actually finish everything that needs to be done. So what I'd really like to discuss tomorrow morning is a new set of priorities. Please put some thought into what you think must be finished at all costs. Nadia. Yes, Alexandra, get some sleep. I know you're still working. This is your baby. We're going to need your input tomorrow. Philosophy of Teeth. Last night I had a simple but brilliant idea. Everyone who would like to write about philosophy or spirituality, especially to make some kind of grand statement about the nature of the body and the soul, should first experience a really bad tooth infection. I don't mean a slight toothache, I mean the kind of hardcore infection that happens when several incompetent dentists miss a cavity in one of your back teeth, and the thing keeps growing and growing until the nerve itself is really badly infected. I mean, the pain is unimaginable. It comes in waves, and these waves drown out everything else about you. You can't talk, you can't move, you can't think, there's just the pain and absolutely nothing else. It's like your brain just gets hijacked by it. And then you go to the dentist, and assuming you get a decent one, they stick some chemicals in you which make you go numb. Then they drill a hole in you, cut the nerve, snip snip, and it's over. Just like that, like repairing a car or a watch. Your whole existence was crippled by this tiny, tiny nerve sending electrochemical signals into your brain, and this unimaginable pain, which nearly blotted out your very consciousness, can be stopped by just a little cut. We should call this the Toothos principle, but that's incredibly stupid. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. Okay. Go this way for stuff. Oh, let's, oh man, we gotta explore this whole area first, right? Okay, so there's a block. And passageway here. You know, I appreciate all the art and stuff like that, but I wonder why it's romanticized so much, like the art of the past. I mean, we have some really amazing stuff going on today. Like, today, time-wise, you know what I mean?
When the scale of it all overwhelms me, this is what I tell myself. We can calculate the age of the Earth, the size of the universe, the future of the stars. Sure, we are minuscule, momentary flashes of thought on a grain of sand drifting through the cosmos. But our minds can recreate the past and predict the future. On, say, Friday, 1,000,000 years from now, we'll all be dead. But right now, we know what the night sky will look like on that day. And so, in a way, we're not entirely bound by time. Knowledge is a kind of freedom.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I do like those little time capsules. Alright. QR codes. I know there was one over here somewhere. What? Beep, beep, boop, boop. This way? Aha. See, what is the... we haven't figured out what the difference is between the regular ones and these. Let's see. Locally cached resources. Transcendence. Reader responses to last week's article on science and atheism. I'm perfectly aware of all the arguments against religion. In fact, I agree with most of them. There's no question there's an objective material reality. I'm also absolutely convinced that only a secular society can be truly equal and just. And yet, I believe. I am, as they say, a person of faith. Religion to me is not about distorting observable reality with superstitions, but about transcendence. It's not about deluding ourselves that the earth is 6,000 years old or God will help us if we say the right words inside our heads, but about reaching out to the sublime. This is not a rejection of reason, but its application to a set of experiences that cannot be approached by more traditional means. True engagement with religion is humbling. It transcends culture, nationality, and gender. As such, I think it goes hand in hand with science and is not opposed to it. Dr. Omar Garib? Institute for Applied Nomadics. That's fair. I mean, it sounds like he's more of a agnostic, where, you know, you don't subscribe to a particular religion, but you believe in a higher power. I have no problem with that. Matter. True, there are certain idealist books, not of a clerical character, but philosophical ones, wherein you can read that time and space are categories of our minds, that they result from the requirements of our thinking, and that nothing actually corresponds to them in reality. Excuse me. But it is difficult to agree with this view. Hang on, let me reread that. There's certain idealist books, not of a clerical character, but philosophical ones, wherein you can read that time and space are categories of our minds, and they result from the requirements of our thinking. Nothing actually corresponds to them in reality. Oh, I disagree with that. That's solipsism? I don't know. Like we're a brain in a jar, basically, or we're in the Matrix. But it is difficult to agree with this view. If any idealist philosopher, instead arriving in time to catch the 9 p.m. train, should turn up 2 minutes late, he would see the tail of the departing train and would be convinced by his own eyes that time and space are inseparable from material reality. The task is to diminish this space, to overcome it, to economize time, to prolong human life, to register past time, to raise life to a higher level and enrich it. This is the reason for the struggle with space and time, at the basis of which lies the struggle to subject matter to man. Matter, which constitutes the foundation not only of everything that really exists, but also of all imagination. Braunstein. So this is some kind of writing. Or a previous writing or something. In his remarkable 1978 essay, How to Build a Universe That Doesn't Fall Apart 2 Days Later, Philip K. Dick discusses the two themes that are most central to his work: what is reality and what is an authentic human being. His speculations and experiences will seem extraordinary to a reader unfamiliar with his work. Yet despite what may seem like far-fetched ideas, somehow the world of the Bible is a literally real but veiled landscape, never changing, hidden from our sight, but available to us by revelation. Or the notion that perhaps we all exist in the year 50 AD, Dick actually delivers one of the simplest, most elegant, and most useful definitions of reality ever formulated. Reality is that which, when you stop believing in it, doesn't go away. Materialist philosophers have expressed similar ideas before, e.g. Straighten of Sagira's Talos principle, but it's particularly interesting to see such a thought expressed by a decidedly more mystical writer, comma, who maybe, and then gibberish. Philip K. Dick is awesome. His he basically inspired Blade Runner, I think. The whole Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. Just all kinds of stuff. Although, to be fair, I don't think I've actually read any of his work, which is weird because he's really apparently inspired a ton of it. A ton of the media that we have consumed. Alright. Yep. Angel statue. Oh, good. A QR code. I'm just going to rest here for a while. I need a moment of peace. Destiny can wait. At version 17. Alright, that thing, and then there's this little tower thingamabob. I keep trying to imagine that all of this is designed for some purpose, not just the challenges, but Elohim, the terminals, the glitches, and all. The puzzle isn't before our eyes, it's behind them. Sheep. Maybe. I assume the glitches are... I mean, the glitches could be deliberate, I have no idea. I mean, I assume they're not, but who knows? Oh man, it's almost time. Box. Time crawls, of course, it's a play button. Play, box, and connector. There was nothing this way, right? This is the exit gate, which means the thing is somewhere. It's somewhere, that's a great... Okay. Laser, and that might be it. Okay, laser's all that's in there. The piece is that way. And that's a blue socket, so I would have to... Nope, I can't do that. And I can't shoot it through here. Let's explore a little bit more, right? So we have the play button, we have two things. I feel like we probably need more. So there's got to be another connector. Or, since we have the play button, we might have to... It's probably something along the lines of... Wait. But you have to have one here, I suppose. And then... But I can't see that from there, so... Like here. Okay. But then you still need 1, 2, 3 things. So I have to record myself. And this has to be open for me to record myself. So presumably... Okay, so recorded me picks up the block, puts it on this. Grabs the connector. Connects it, say, here. And then goes and stands on the switch. Okay, we're on the switch. Real me picks up this block, puts it on the other thing, grabs the other connector, comes around here, and puts it like here-ish. So I can hit that and the other connector. That might not be enough. Well, we'll try it. Okay, record. I pick up the block. I put the block. Pick this up, connect, and I don't know if that'll work. Might hit the... No, it should be good. Can I see it from here? Yes, okay, that should be good. And then we go over here and... we'll wait till 50 for real me to go through and get the piece. And then we'll just we'll run back. Oh no, really? There we go. Okay, out of the way. There we go. Interesting that my double can also block the beam. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Solved. So what happens if I'm stuck in there when that beam stops working? Right? Is there a way out? Oh, hold X to reset. No, I'm good. What happens if I reset out in here? Okay, should I do it? Should I see what happens when you reset out in the big... Okay. That's weird, but it still gives me the block, right? Okay. Well, okay, that didn't take too long. Let's see if we can get another. We'll go for the other block, maybe. Dumbwaiter. Fan. Block connector. Oh, and this is a tall one. And it's connected to a switch. So switch gets rid of that. So I guess the objective is to drop a block onto it. A dumbwaiter is like a... Okay. There's something else over there. A dumbwaiter is like a system. It was between, like in a hotel, or like an old school hotel. So the kitchen would be like in the basement, or, you know, and so you'd have like a little elevator, like the size of a cupboard, you know, or a, you know, some kind of small, like, thing. You'd open the door, you'd put the food in there, and then you'd, like a little pulley system or power, I don't know, and it would go to a different floor, and then the people would open it. It's so, it, you know, I think it was so that the noblemen didn't have to see the staff type deal, which is whatever, you know. All right, we'll try connecting this to start with. Let's see where this goes. Okay, this gives us 2 blocks. So dumbwaiter, that's... Right, okay, I saw there was the fan. One fan goes up, and there was another one over there. Well, for now, let's put that there and see what we can do over on this side. We can't bring anything in, but there's still a fan, which blows, presumably hits that and falls, and the block... Oh, I guess I see. You put the fan on. This fan goes up. You come up here, you grab the block, put the block there. Right. Okay, but it looks like there's a door. Okay, so that seals that and then lifts the block, I guess. Let's just test it. Right, okay. Makes sense, so we'll put one of you right here. And another block on the fan. Boom. Then... problem solved-ish, you know? Boom. All right. Okay, now we still have that block there. That's probably fine. Nope, I see what we have to do with the other block. Okay, and then that flies through, falls, hits the thing, opens the door. Yay! $55. That only took a few minutes. Should we try another one? I let's go for it. You know, I want to... I mean, I hope you guys are enjoying these episodes, but I don't want to have a huge number of them of just solving puzzles. I mean, maybe it's interesting. If you guys like this, I'm totally fine, but box and connector, I worry that it's boring. Up close and jammed. So we have block and connector. Okay, so we have... Alright. 2 boxes. We have a jammer, which if you grab it, will presumably immediately kill you. So what to do? Well, I mean, I suppose what you could do is something like this. No. Like, I don't know where it's gonna move. That's part of the problem. It's going that way. Alright, well, in that case, we'll just, I will probably need both of these blocks. If I had to wager... Freak me out a little bit, still. Okay. Okay, there's another one. And a turret. And a fan. I don't remember seeing the fan. Okay, there's that thing. Why is it not... Shouldn't it be... That's weird. Maybe it's not getting close enough to be mad at that thing. Alright, well, there's that over there. And... Okay. So let's grab the connector, I suppose, and then we'll... There's another connector right here. 2 connectors. Okay, so somehow... I assume you probably jam the thing, put a block like right behind it, and then jam that, and that'll let you run through. Okay, but then how do you get the... Okay, that actually doesn't necessarily help. Because you need the jammer. Right? Yeah, that's no good, and the turret will shoot me. Okay, I don't... Okay. I mean, that's going back and forth. I don't know how to open this door without the jammer. I don't honestly think there's a way. Unless there's another jammer over there somewhere, but I... Okay, well, we have 2 blocks. Here's what we're gonna try doing. we're going to try putting one block on top of this. And then I'm going to grab this other block and maybe it'll shield me from the bullets. That's my only thought. I guess we'll see in a minute. Okay. That's weird. Does it not see me? Well, let me turn around and see if it shoots me in the back. Okay, then next issue. Can I grab one of the connectors and put it on top of that thing? And the answer is yes. Or no. I mean, you can. Oh, okay, I get it. You put the second block on it. Right, so you don't actually have to go in there. Take connector. Well, okay, now I gotta wait. This is tricky. This is clever. And I can't even drink while I'm trying to do all this stuff. Okay, so now of course. Still, that is cool as heck. Problem solved. I hadn't even thought about that. Now I just gotta make sure I don't get blown up out here. Okay, one puzzle left. I'm not gonna try it today because we're at an hour. See, look, this one has like a different base. I wonder if there's significance. Like, this one seems like the same type that Elohim uses. That go in and out of the floor. Whereas the one over here does not seem that way. It seems like it's connected directly or something. I'm not certain. We'll go through this. 5. 6 has 3. 7. Oh, we already. Yeah, that's probably the platform. 1, 3, or 4, maybe 8 more. Alright guys, well I'm going to stop here today. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. I really do appreciate it. I really hope you guys are enjoying these episodes. I have to admit I'm a little bit worried. Not worried. I would like people to enjoy these videos. I don't know if the Talos principle is necessarily... Like, I don't know if it's engaging enough on its own, at least the puzzle sections, right? Like, the philosophy and stuff is super interesting to me, and the puzzles are interesting to me as a player. I don't know if they're interesting as a watcher. I hope they are. I hope they are, and maybe if you're just watching, not for the puzzles, but for the, you know, philosophy and me talking and stuff, that's cool too. Whatever you guys get out of it, I just want them, you know, to be enjoyable. So that's my concern. But, you know, I mentioned the views and stuff like that, and that's not my goal. Getting views and stuff like that, I feel like that's the wrong motivation for doing stuff. because this is more of a passion project for me, honestly. Like, I need to enjoy it. If I'm doing it for work, it's like, yeah, you know, I already have a job. I don't need a second job. So I'm enjoying this, and I just hope you guys are enjoying it as well. That's kind of what makes it fun for me. But that said, I'm gonna, you know, if you guys don't enjoy this, to be fair, if you've watched to this episode, you're probably enjoying it. So I don't know who I'm talking to entirely, but those people that don't enjoy the Talos Principle, and, you know, I'm going to do all kinds of stuff. I don't mind if people don't like a particular game or aren't interested. That's fine. If I do, you know, whatever game I do next, those people that want to skip this episode and then just, or skip this series and then come back for the next one, that's totally fine. I'm not, you know, that's basically what I do for the people that I watch. It's like, if I'm not interested in a game they're playing, I won't watch, and then I'll just watch the next time they do something that I am interested in. You know, it's all good. That's one of the beautiful things about YouTube and BitChute and stuff, is you could put this stuff out there for free and let people, you know, watch it if they want and hopefully enjoy it. And that's the thing. Also, any questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, indifferent, let me know. It's, you know, I'm not the greatest at responding in a timely fashion, so it might be a few days, especially if I'm working. That's, yeah. But if you have any, you know, stuff you want to share or put out or whatever, I definitely try and respond. So let me know. I love reading your guys' comments. What is your guys' unique positive moment for today? For me, it's I'm drinking a plum sake. Benihana, I think, is the brand. It's good, but it's super sweet to the point where, you know, I poured myself a full glass and I'm just kind of like, you know, there's a reason maybe the small cups, the little small sake cups, are the best. I'm using like a normal wine glass. And you ever have those ice pops, like the little plastic sleeves full of sweet colored water or whatever? You put it in the freezer and they freeze and then you eat them. If you've ever drank one that's like fully melted, that's kind of the sweetness level that this has. It's almost syrupy. It's that sweet. So, you know, in small quantities, sweet stuff is fine. This that's why I'm kind of sipping it gradually. That way I don't turn myself off of it. But it's still good. It tastes really good. Just the sweetness factor I'm not digging so much. But that's my unique positive moment for today. Hopefully your guys is just as good, if not better. Hopefully better, of course. And I hope to see you guys next time. Man, you know, I try and keep it to an hour, but I like to talk. And so it's we're in like an hour 7-ish right now. But that's all good. That's all good. I do hope you guys are enjoying this stuff. And I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, guys, take care.